Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste. If this is the first time that we have met, I'm so honored that you are tuning in today. Today we're going to be talking about a fabric haul that I have done, also what I have been working on, and kind of the next couple of projects that I am planning on doing. So I hope that you will enjoy this video. Let's get into what I have already accomplished these first couple of weeks of January. So if you've watched another video, which I will link up here, you will see that I have been kind of putting my sewing room together. We have recently moved to a new house in a new state, and so this room was the last room for me to kind of get organized. And it's not nearly quite there yet, but I do have sewing space now. So now I can get in there and get in here and start sewing. So the first project that I tackled was doing something for my mom. She is 81 now and living in assisted living, and she has a dog. And the dog's little bow on its harness had come off, so I accomplished that the first 2 weeks of January. There's a win. Yeah, I'm taking the wins. And so I sent her a picture of that. I will show you a picture of her dog wearing this right here, but she was very pleased and thankful. So when I go to her apartment later on this week to take her to get some more dental work done, she will get this. So she'll be very pleased with that. So fabric haul is next. So if you've ever watched any of my previous videos, you know that every Christmas I make pillowcases for my 2 nephews and 2 nieces. That did not happen in December of 2022 because this room was not put together. So I've had the fabric, I pre-ordered it, it came in, and so I wanted to show you that as another idea of where you can maybe purchase fabric. If you're looking for a specific team that maybe you or your family or someone in your family follows, and you cannot find that in your local quilt shop or your local big box stores, you might check this resource, because I live in North Florida and my nephews and nieces love the Ohio State. Everybody to each their own, right? So in 2022, their family went to the Ohio State to watch a football game, and that was kind of their thing. So I went ahead and purchased from Amazon, of all places, fabric for them, because here in North Florida, they're big on FSU or the University of Florida or even Alabama, some of those southern states teams, and we don't have those that might be outside of the, ACC or SEC kind of team sports. So I go to Amazon to look, and I wanted to show that to you. So here is what I'm going to use for the boys' pillowcase, excuse me. So this is what it looks like. I'm always very pleased with the quality of fabric that I get from them. So if you're not able to find your team's sport fabric in your quilt shops or local stores, check Amazon. I will link this one down below. It has basketball, it has the football, and my nephews watch both of those sports, so I think that they will be very happy with that. For the girls, let's kind of unveil that here. I have chosen one that's kind of a little bit more feminine, and it has the polka dots, as well as there's a flower on the letter O here. And so I think that they'll be very pleased with this. So it's, again, good quality of fabric. I've never been disappointed in any of the fabric that I purchased from Amazon. So you might take a look at that and see if they have something that you might be looking for that your local stores do not have. So I will also link the pattern that I use, because there's 2 kind of smaller borders and then an outer border. And so I choose complementary colors for both of these. And so I'll link that pattern down below if you're interested in making a pillowcase or starting a tradition with your family, nephews and nieces, or even your children each and every Christmas. So again, I'm very pleased with that. So future project immediately is to get these pillowcases done because I'm way past Christmas. And so I did explain to them why I had not completed that for several reasons. Primarily, I didn't have my sewing room put together. And number two, I was taking care of their grandmother. She was having a lot of health problems in the month of December. So they were very understanding. And so it'll kind of be a New Year's pillowcase. So I need to get this done very quickly. The next project after the pillowcases will be making something for my mom. She used to sew for me and my brother growing up. We we're on a very, very limited income with my dad's job. And so she made all of our clothes. And so she continued that. She's always loved to sew, but now at 81, living in assisted living, she's no longer able to do that. In fact, I think her sewing days, sadly, are over with. But she had a lot of unfinished projects that she wanted to complete for herself. And so I thought that maybe I could venture and do some of these for her. So one of the patterns that she had, this is an older pattern, is the Sew B5170. She wanted to make this little tank right here. And she wanted to make it out of this very fallish looking pattern, fabric is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I have this like migraine about to start. So she wanted this in like a tank. And so I have agreed to make it. I think she's forgotten about it, that I've agreed to make it. So that's kind of my next thing to make. That way she will have it in the fall to use with her wardrobe. So those are my three, well, that's actually 5 upcoming projects, not three, my 5 upcoming projects that I am planning on doing the month of January. Now, usually I will kind of share my solutions each and every year, and I've decided not to do that this year. Not because I don't have some goals that I want to accomplish in sewing. It's because I usually make so many things I want to do, a long, long list. And then by the time that I get there, I've kind of lost interest or really don't want to do that at the particular point. So I'm just going to kind of take it as it comes. After I finish these 5 projects, then I will look to see what else might spark my interest. I do really want to complete my t-shirt quilt from my college t-shirts, as well as all my vacation Bible school t-shirts that I've collected over the years, and make that in a quilt. So maybe I will just cut out one of those t-shirts every month and then just kind of work it that way. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. So I'm just glad to be in my sewing room and be able to have usable space again. So just going to enjoy that. Don't want to make too many plans in the future because I am the primary caregiver for my mom. And, you know, if you're a caregiver, you know how that kind of just goes up and down as far as what their needs are. And sometimes it's very, very stressful and hectic because you have a lot of doctor's appointments and a lot of medical things you have to take care of, and then you have a little lull, and sometimes you just need to recharge. So I'm just going to kind of take it as it comes. So I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your 2023 has begun just in an amazing way, and I wish you the very, very best. And so until next time, happy sewing.